Hello everyone, Clay Jones with my wonderful wife Michelle here.
Hey everybody.
We're back with Foxx Disc Golf to bring you the 7th annual Chain Hawk Open from Gainesville, Florida.
Yeah, we're here for the final Monster 9.
Oh man, thanks Dynamic Disc and CNS and Chain Hawks and all that awesome sponsorship we had this year.
Yeah, we can't do it without you. Thanks everybody. So after 3 rounds, we've got Chris Dickerson 29 down, Calvin Heimburg is 28 down, Cole Wehrheim is 22 down, Colin Forehand at 19 down, and Dustin Travaglini at 16 down.
I'd like to give a shout out to Charlie Boris for his awesome support.
Oh yeah.
Hole 1, it's a big one, 623 from 1's tee pad to 2's basket.
Yeah, in the B position.
Yeah. Maybe it was Scott getting in a lunchtime round right there.
Very cool.
So you want to sort of push that short pad for 2's fairway there, and you'd like to skip off there and get another 60 feet, but somewhere around in here is the landing zone that you're hoping to get to, and then you got a hyzer shot up and over the OB creek to the right, and then you want to hyzer back in, and you'll hop around and see that basket right there. And, all right, we're going to kick it back to the tee pad, and Chris Clark, our tournament director, is going to get us going.
Welcome to the 7th annual Chain Hawk Open, presented by the Gainesville Chain Hawks and Dynamic Disc. Yeah. Thank you everybody for coming out. We're down to the top 5 players on our final 9 card. Yesterday was gorgeous. Today was a little bit more challenging, but with any luck, we're going to end up here with a nice little finish, and we're going to stay dry. So, without any further ado, kicking it off, winner of the recent Disc Golf Pro Tour, sponsored up by Prodigy, sitting at 29 under, Mr. Chris Dickerson. Hey, Chris.
All right, here goes Chris. He's going backhand, and he's got a beautiful looking shot. This thing's center cut for sure.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
There's that skip we were talking about. Oh yeah, wet grass skip is beautiful.
All right,
Yeah, right where he wanted to be.
Come up, sitting at 28 under, sponsored by Innova, Mr. Calvin Thor Heimburg.
Calvin's probably got the biggest arm of the bunch, so let's see if he can stretch one out there. You definitely want to bite off as much as you can on this first shot. Oh yeah, that looks great.
Big skip.
Alright, third on the tee pad, sponsored by Mesa Litigation, King of the Lake People, 2015 Southeast Amateur Champ, 22 down, Mr. Wehrheim.
Now sponsored by Innova as
Yeah,
well.
congratulations, Cole. Looks like he's got one a little inside, needs to get around the stuff. He caught a little stuff.
Alright, fourth on the tee pad, sponsored by Prodigy, Flight Factory, and So Blue Productions, sitting 19 down, Mr. Colin Forehand.
Colin back in town. Oh yeah, Colin's got one going right down the middle. Yeah, I want to see he caught a little bit of that low stuff.
Chain Hawk in 2006 Ultimate Frisbee College National Champion, sitting 16 down, Mr. Dustin Travaglini.
Dustin's a frisbee throwing machine.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and Dustin had some great matches at league the year before last. One crushed a little low, and it's got a great skip. Yeah. Pretty much perfect. We're going to move on and see who can get the... Well, first Cole's got to get out of trouble. He caught a little bit of stuff early and didn't get a lot of distance. Colin's got a pure hyzer shot to get to the basket here. He looks like he's in pretty good shape. Oh man, that's a great shot.
That worked out pretty well.
Calvin's in a similar position, just a little bit better, more in the center and better footing. He should be able to get this one really close. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That looks great. Playing this one as a par 4, so those guys are looking good. Dustin, he's kind of gripped one, and that thing needs to get stable.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
long.
no, he sort of flipped that one over, and he's going to be OB, but he's going to take relief from the ditch there somewhere. Chris was in a great position. He's got one coming in. Looks like he needs to skip in. Oh,
Beautiful.
man, that's buttery. Yeah, the crowd likes it. All right, Cole's going to get one, see if he can scramble and get it up and down for the par here, and got a little low ceiling. He's going to sort of go around and over that stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good looking shot. Yep, Dustin, he's got an upshot here. He's gonna be still 65 or so out. Ooh, gave it a good little run. He's pretty close. Cole just edges one over the basket and he's gonna take it 4 and move on. Calvin looks like he's about 27, 28 out. No problem.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's maybe 17 out.
It'll work. I guess that's how you play this 623-foot hole.
Yeah, man. 2 good shots and a putt. Dustin's going to have to settle with 5 on that one, though, so out of bounds costs him. Chris will take the 3 as well, and well played hole. All right. That's going to keep that 1-stroke separation going at the top, and hole 1 is in the books in the monster.
Yep.
Hole 2 is from 3's short pad to
7's A position.
A position.
Yeah, 328 feet, but very challenging.
Yeah, it is. Tough gap and then a tough gap to get up there. So par 3, so you got to get up pretty close and make a putt. You can see the popped up basket there, and we'll see if Chris can get through these gaps. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out and watching afterwards today after the play was over. A lot of people hung around in the super wet conditions, so thanks everybody. Chris looks like he's pulled it a little bit. Maybe get it. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the back door by the picnic table, but he caught the old palmettos, and he's going to have to do an escapey kind of putt from over there. Sure, Calvin's thinking putter right down the middle. Got one going a little low here. Headed at the old palmettos, takes a hit and pops back out though. So yeah,
it's out though. He's got a good line putt.
Yeah, good footing and a good look at it. Colin's got one a little bit outside. Gonna hyzer back in.
Caught that same palmetto.
Yeah, I think count exact same one too.
Good grabber.
Yeah. Cole sees all that and he's gonna try to get one down the center here. Yeah, he's got one flipped up nice.
So smooth. Skip up there.
Oh yeah, that's a great throw. He'll have a legitimate run at it. This basket is perched up on a hill though, so anything you run at it from that distance is going to wind up 25 out at least. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you don't hit the chains. Dustin went to the other side. He got one to hyzer up a little quick on him, so we're going to have to go down and see if you can get up and down and maybe cash a 2 here and there. Looks like we got Colin here first up. Yeah, he had real bad footing.
Smart.
Yeah, he's a little layup there. Calvin's definitely within his range. He's got it perched up on a little bitty hill there, but I feel like he's going to take a good run at this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. How did that happen?
That was a perfect putt, man. It's just
Irk.
too hot for that basket to handle, I guess. Chris got to go up and over. He's just got a lofty kind of a upshot there and have an easy 3. Very similar for Dustin.
Oh, that was pretty.
Yeah, very nice run. Cole is wide out in the open. He didn't have any palmettos tickling him, so he's going to give it a good bid. Oh,
just
man.
a skosh too low.
Yeah, good run. And Dustin wound up about 20-ish out, so should be no problem for him. There you go. Yeah, I want to say we had probably 75 or 100 people maybe following us around, spread out over the course, and that was nice to see.
Everybody wants to watch a Monster 9.
Yeah, these guys were surely putting on a display too, so it was great. Alright, we're going to move on. I think everybody was a par party on that one. Alright, we'd definitely like to thank Brandy Sadler for all her support at Wildflowers Yoga, and we're going to go on to hole 3. It's a big one, par 4, 591.
Yeah, from 4's short pad to 5's B position.
Yeah, man, this thing's something else. It seems like it plays a lot further than that, but there's OB in the creek. You got to cross at some point, or maybe get lucky and roll over the land bridge. And then there's OB to the right and OB past the basket as well. So a lot of danger out there on this one, and there's a few trees still to hit too. So
yeah, this one looks super challenging.
yeah. Chris first up on the tee pad. He's going to go backhand. Yeah, you'd really like to get about half of this distance to start off with. Anything more than that, you're going to really risk pushing that OB. So these guys are thinking maybe 300. Wow. Look at the spin on that disc. Man, that thing got some skip. You see the basket's still, 200 some feet away, so he may have gotten to 300, but
Yeah, he went a little wide.
yeah, he went a little wide and sort of went away from the basket after he made contact with the ground a pretty good bit. So, but he's got a fairly decent look at it from over there. Calvin's got a little straighter line going.
All right.
That's very nicely
Yeah.
played. Yeah. It's an excellent landing zone, flat, nice and grassy, good footing, so he's got a great look. Colin had a low backhand going. I think that one just slipped out on him. He caught some stuff really early.
Yeah, it came a little low.
Cole's going to see if he can whip one, I think, and try to get something to pop up for him. Yeah, just did not get quite as much snap maybe as he wanted. And he's going to be over there by Chris. Very similar. Yeah, I started throwing my stingrays a lot more after I played a couple rounds with Dustin, watching him throw a stingray like 450 feet.
He puts a lot into it. It's neat to watch him.
Yeah, pretty awesome. I want to say he caught something a little early there as well and did not come out with the result he would like. So, give a shout out to Matt for carrying that board around during the Monster 9. That really looks great out there. Colin's got a low liner coming in, and I don't think he's not getting the distance he wanted there on that one. Chris got kind of an odd situation there. He's backed up against that tree, and he's not going to be able to get the backswing that he's really looking for. So he's going to have to do a standstill, kind of a half pull sort of a deal. Put some body into it though.
Sure
He
did.
gave it some body English there.
Oh, go.
Yeah, he has it up a little early, but he's got a straight look at it. And, you know, he's going to be 50 or so away. Yep, there goes Dustin with a little ante shot again, trying to get something to float back in. And he caught some of that high stuff and popped down about 70 or so out. So he's going to have up and down for his 4. Colin's got a nice one coming in. That looks great. Oh, yeah.
Nicely done.
Oh, yeah, he's going right on the edge, man. Great shot. And finally, we see somebody with a forehand here, it looks like. Just got that one big tree to beat, and then just want to grind one in. Boom. A little deep, needs a stake. Yeah, he's okay. You can see the flags there. That's OB behind the basket, so he pushed it, but he's in good shape.
Nice.
Yeah, Dustin's going to be about 17, 18 out. Chris is wide open out there, but he's got some distance between him and the basket, so this would be a good one to get.
Not this time. Still great, though.
Yeah, good effort. Yeah, Cole wound up with some stuff in the way there, so he was just sort of an upshot there. Colin's got a legitimate run here. He's got a little bit of stuff tweaking on him right there a little bit, but no worries.
Nice bird.
That's a very nice birdie. Colin, a very similar distance. He's probably around 30. Excellent straddle putt. Effortless.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Dustin's going to step up, and he looks like he's about 8-10 feet out, so no problem for him, I'm sure. And great job. Calvin will take the lone three. Yeah, it's a birdie on that one. Hey, we'd like to give a shout out to Matt Tittle, the Gurley brothers, and Ed Faulkner for their awesome support. You guys rock. There it is.
Ties it up at the top.
Yeah, ties it up. Calvin with the lone birdie on that one. Man, good disc golf. Hole 4 is a par 3, 375.
It's from hole 5's long pad to hole 11's A position.
Yeah, some true guerrilla golf there, man.
I can't wait to try that.
Yeah. Now there you can see the basket's tucked in there. It's very obtainable. There's a little straight path and sort of a little skip around either way. But yeah, it's a great hole. Just don't want to seep too long into those palmettos. They're fairly thick back there. If you get into there, that's almost like being in a bunker or something. So Calvin first up on the tee pad with that birdie on the last hole, and he's got one turned over and ripping right down the middle.
Cut that tree a little bit, but still
Yeah.
nicely done.
Yeah, that'll work. I feel like he's probably pretty comfortable with that.
Maybe he planned that small scrub.
Yeah, that was his target scrub tree to hit at the end. And yeah, you can hear the crowd love that shot. It was beautiful, man. Chris saw that and, you know, put the pressure on him, so he's going to try to throw one in there as well. Got a very similar looking line. Yeah, he just caught. He didn't scrub speed. He killed the speed on that one with that hit. So, yep, he's going to have to get up and down, save the 3.
Or make some fantastic upshot.
Oh, yeah, maybe some fantastic upshot. Well, yeah. Colin has a beautiful S-turn. Yes.
Oh, these guys are so good.
That is money. A little replay on that one. Wow, that looks great. Wow, what a great shot. Alright, Cole's got one going out a little bit wider, and he's got the wide open path over there. Man, those are some great looking disc golf shots.
Yeah.
Dustin got one coming a little low and turned over, and that thing needs to get some power, and it just does not. Yeah, just did a little squirrely. Yeah, got the old grabby grass and squirreled around down there. And he's got some distance for sure to make up. Oh, look out! Wait a minute.
Nice. I'm gonna leave that in for sure.
Oh yeah, Matt. Thanks for the entertainment, buddy. Always keep it fun. Great upshot by Chris. Ooh, man,
Those are so smooth. His ultimate game shows.
Oh, right, I think that's a Sonic, probably air bouncing like that. That's great. And Cole wound up about 18, 19 out, maybe. No problem.
Nice bird.
Yeah, great too. Dustin got lucky he didn't creep up in there a little bit further, because that would have been a much different putt had that disc gone about 3 more feet in there.
But no problem.
No problem. He takes the 3 and step it on off. Great drive and putt by Calvin. That is going to give him the lead. Got a lead change at the top, people. And Colin with the CGP on that one. That was a really spectacular drive.
Yeah, very nice.
Well played, gentlemen. There you go. So that puts Calvin in the lead. Alright, hole 5 is 540 feet.
Yeah, hole 5 is going from hole 8's long pad to hole 9's B position.
Oh, we're just skipping a basket on that one, so.
Yeah, so this one's got a lot of stuff in between there. It ought to be fun to watch.
Yeah, seems like a lot further than 540 feet.
Sure does.
But they're calling this one a par 4, so that seems legit. Calvin looks like he's going to take the right-handed route. Oh, and the ice cream truck right on time. Well, he got one turned over, but he caught a little bit of ground play there, and he's in a pretty good position. Colin will be next on the tee pad, and looks like he's lining up a similar shot. Oh, he's got one cruising through nicely. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot.
That's a great shot. He got a little bit more out in the open there, so that's a little bit more desirable leave there. Oh, that one's weaving through as well, man. That looks great. Very similar shot.
Beautifully played.
Yeah, that's great. About all you can ask for right there. Crowd pleaser. Chris got one crushing through there. Oh, yeah. Oh, he just caught
Right at
that
the
last
end.
one, yeah.
It's still way down there.
Yeah, he still got a pretty good result. And yeah, that was a beautiful shot also.
Also nicely done, yes.
There you go. Yeah, I don't believe they do the shot. We can have a
Colin's got a flick shot going. He needs to get some skip and got a little funny skip bounce there, but he's still right at the edge, maybe a little inside the circle, so no problem. Colin going with a similar shot. Look out, camera guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Colin has got a little bit more wooded line to deal with, so he's going to have to punch through a gap. Yeah, it goes to the right side. Caught a little bit of stuff, and he wound up a little long with the tree in the way, so he's going to have some work to do for sure. Dustin was backed up against a tree there, so he had to float a sonic through and caught some of the palmetto, but he's probably 17 out, so he should be able to get it from there. And Chris with a very nice upshot.
Yeah.
You can see Calvin here. He's going to have to straddle out a little bit further than he would like to and get around the tree there. And it's like a 3-pack with there used to be a big pine tree there, but now that one's gone, so these 3 water oaks gonna force them to get out a little uncomfortable there.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, just a little bit short.
Ah, nice putt, Colin, forehand.
Yeah, dead center there. Yeah, Dustin's still, he's sort of in the middle of it, but it's sort of cleared out in there, so.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
No problem. Good birdie. All right, and then Chris will step up and cash this one in, and
Yippers.
there you go. And change it up again a little bit. I'd like to give a shout out to all our Chain Hawk members, man. You guys are so great and
The fun
crazy.
club.
And Jeff Wright with his beautiful dance moves or whatever those were. Levi, I don't know what he was doing. There's Courtney, always there, always doing everything. Courtney, you're the best. And of course Hurley. And there's the ace man, Noel Smith, Possum Power.
Awesome power.
Hey.
There you go. All right, Chris tied it up with that one, man. 31 all.
Fun match here.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff.
So we're going to move on to hole 6 of this monster, and it's 402. It's hole 10, long pad, long tee position.
Yeah.
It's a monster by
It's a
itself.
B position. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a tough hole anyway. Get you kind of back up to the center.
Yeah. So you just got to go one of those routes. You got the center, you got the right, you got the left. You just got to pick one and throw it down there. And you got to get pretty close because there's still a bunch of guardians around it once you get down there. So you really want to bite off more than half. Oh, not where you want to start.
Bummer.
Yeah, he caught those big 2 pines right there and didn't go very far. Cole's been taking that left-handed route all week, flipping something over, so pretty sure he's going to try that again. Of course he doesn't. It goes down the center. You got one flipped over there a little bit, though, and that one made its way pretty good down there. Just didn't get on the catch cam. Chris has been going that right-handed route, so looks like he's still going to do that. But
That's the route I like to take.
me too. I think it's a smaller initial gap, but once you get through there, it's a more legitimate route to get some distance. Yeah, Chris got it through there nicely. Right,
Ooh.
of course, as soon as I said that, I niced him.
It's all your fault, Clay.
Yeah, it's my fault. He caught the palmettos there and knocked him down super early. Maybe got halfway there. Yeah, like you said there, I think he just barely caught the palmettos. Looks like Dustin's going to go that same route.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Same trees.
Yeah, he sawed it off and caught some serious lumber there, though, so he got knocked down real quick. Calvin appears to be looking at the center route. He just flipped one up a little early, too. And
You got a little as well.
this hole is a monster by itself, man. It's listed as a par 3, but there's not a lot of 2s on this hole, I can tell you that.
No.
In either position. So
Yeah, more so in this one, but yeah, right.
Yeah.
Very difficult hole.
Dustin's going to go out and around. He caught some stuff, but he's got to look at it, but he's definitely got a long putt for 3. Colin looks like he's got a lower, skippier route.
Okay.
Yeah, that came out really nice. Great result. Calvin is definitely sort of pinched in over there. He's got a sort of a small escape route, and then he's definitely got some stuff to weave through. Yeah. He popped out pretty nice, really. Yeah, he's going to be about 35, 40 out. Chris looks like he's almost got like a sidearm flick escape action going here. Yeah, that's a great shot. Cole actually wound up pretty long over there, man. He must have really weaved through nicely. Yeah, Calvin, he's out there a pretty good ways.
Got a line though.
He definitely got a line.
Oh
Man, right off the top. What a great run. Yeah, those palmettos are messing with him right there by the basket, so he's got to get this one up and sort of float it in there, and yeah.
Uh-oh, went a little long. Hopefully he's got that other line over there.
Yeah, definitely punched through all the way and still got some work to do. No problem for Colin. Yeah, there's Dustin. He's outside again. Probably 25, 22 maybe. Oh, nice save. And Chris with his beautiful upshot. We'll just have to tap it in and move on. And you can see Colin and Calvin wound up very close as well.
Look, I came out with Gracie in the Marvelous Metal Basket Coloring Book Edition. So fun. Can't wait to get it in the hands of every kid we know.
And adults like to color too.
Oh yeah, I like to color.
Right, hole 6. Changed the lead there with Chris getting that 3 and Calvin taking the 4.
Yep, fun, close golf. Couple holes to go. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, hole 7 is 307.
It's from hole 11's long pad to hole 15's A position.
Yeah, it's tricky because it makes you throw a little funky shot right off the sideways tee pad. So, right off the bat, that gets in your head a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and a bunch of trees right there in front of you.
Yeah, you got the palmettos kind of just in your face a little bit, and definitely some low hanging stuff. So it's not much of a opportunity or wiggle room off the tee pad there. Colin found that big stuff and knocked him down very early. Cole has been throwing this beautiful turquoise blue disc like butter the whole entire weekend, so.
And he will again.
Yeah, that's a good looking shot. Oh, Chris got a great looking line coming in.
Skip up there.
Yeah, there you go.
He ought to be pretty happy with that. He's got that clump of trees there, but he can probably get around it.
Dustin's got one flipped over coming straight down the center and takes a decent looking skip, and he's going to have looks like he's going to have a little window in about 25, 28 feet. So the tee pad was set up where you could use some of the concrete, or you could throw off of the mulch as you will there, and Calvin chose to throw off the dirt. Got one grinding in and just caught the base of that tree and knocked the speed off, and
He's going to have a long look.
yeah, he'd like to be a little closer than that, so move on and see if we can get some twos out of this deal.
Nicely played.
Yeah, that's a nice upshot. Calvin's got that one little tree that's really pretty much between him and the basket, and the big one is sort of knocking down his hyzer line, so this would be a tough one to make.
Oh, yeah, got the tree.
Caught the big one and kicked him over, but he's still right there in good range. Yeah, Cole wound up a little further than it looked like, and
Oh, almost.
yeah, gave it a good run. Dustin with one of the better drives. He wound up probably, I don't know, 27 out maybe, but he's again got that little tree and the big tree there. The basket's right in the center of him though, so he's got a legitimate look at it really.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Right in between the trees. Very nicely done.
Oh man, that was a great shot. Look at that. Damn. Beautiful. Chris with the less obstructed look, and he's probably 15, 17 out.
Bam.
There you go. And everybody else just have to step up and clean up, and that's gonna tighten it back up once again, right? How'd that make it?
That extends his lead one more,
Oh,
right?
so that's gonna put Chris in the lead by 2 off of that one. 2 holes to go. Yeah, that's gonna leave Chris with a 32 down and put a little tiny distance between him and Calvin, which he hasn't had the entire time. So see how that works out. Hole 8, it's par 3, 420. It's just as wide open as it gets.
Yeah, hole 16's long pad to hole 17's A position.
Yeah. There's a couple little trees in the way, but these guys are not big enough yet to cause too many problems. So see, the basket there is just out in the middle of nothing. So It's
windy though.
Yeah, it's definitely windy. It's a bomb over there, and you know, it looks like it's right there, but it's still 420 away. Definitely had a little bit of a head and a swirling wind, so tough to get it there, really. Chris got a pure hyzer line coming out. Needs to get this one stable up a little bit. Got a little bit of an air bounce, but then it looked like it took it right back down and sort of knocked his down a little wide right. But of course, a clean look at the basket, but he's still got a lot of distance. Dustin's got one going a little more direct path. Well, that's a great shot. Looks like he's about 70 out. As you can see, the tee pads were definitely still wet from all the rain in the morning, and definitely a little sketchy, slippery situation there. Colin got one flipped over and just got knocked down by the wind a little bit, but just gotta have a look at it. Yeah, Cole's got something. He looks like he's going for the flip over route, and that one, yeah, just stabled up a little early on him. He didn't get that headwind that he was hoping would flip it. And
Still, he looks good.
yeah. No matter what you do, you got a wide open look pretty much here. It's hard to get behind a tree on this one. So.
I guess it would be a matter of which side you'd want to be dealing with the wind.
That's true. That's true. There's no elevation change, but the wind was definitely headwind from this angle. Calvin's trying to stay out of the wind with the lower burner, and man, he does. That's a great shot.
Yeah, that was good.
And we will move across the field.
Maybe we'll have some long, beautiful twos.
There you go. Make some big putts, guys. Colin goes with a big step putt, and he's
pitching it
gonna,
up there.
yeah, he's gonna be pretty close now. Cole looks like he's gonna go with the anti-spin putt approach.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he caught a hold of that one a little bit, but it came back. He's, 16, 15 out. Dustin, a little step approach. Looked like he was thinking layup the whole way.
Keep it out of the wind.
Yeah, the wind is definitely a factor out here in the middle. Chris as well with that two-stroke lead was thinking layup there 100%. I'm pretty sure Calvin is thinking I need to go ahead and make up a stroke right here.
Whoa.
Yeah,
right
he
over the top.
he
He'll be
gave
all
it. Yeah, he gave it a hearty run. So good effort there. And Colin will step up, take his three, and yeah, Calvin went past a little bit, but I think he was only about 15 of pass, so no problem. Threes all across the board on that one, hole 8. So we're going to be going into hole 9 here. This is going to be our last hole.
This is the long, big, hard one. 740 feet.
Yeah, we're calling this one a par 5 for sure. 18's long pad there. You got to clear the pond. And what you'd really like to do is get down around the basket you're about to see down there.
But that's not this basket.
Not the basket. Yeah, you'd like to get down around this basket on your first shot, actually. And
It's not in it.
not in it. No, you don't want to do that. But then you'd have a nice clean look at the very small landing zone that is across the second pond you have to throw across on this hole. And then you can see once we get up here, the landing zone is very minimal.
Yeah, OB on the left, OB long, pond OB short.
Yeah,
It's just, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot more OB than there is NB. Yeah, this is a tough one, man. You just really want to lay up that first shot and hope you get a good run at it. So, super fun card. You guys were awesome to watch. Thanks to everybody for coming out again, and thanks you guys for playing such awesome disc golf and letting us film it.
Yeah, it was an honor.
Chris is going to lead us off on this one and see if we can get going here on this final monster hole. He's got one up kind of high, but it's flattened out pretty good, and he's going to come back in safe. And that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, he's a little left. He's a little left where he would really like to be, but you know, he's got a clear shot. Dustin second on the pads, got a very similar looking shot going. Yeah, looks like he's going to get a very similar result. Yep.
Yeah.
Colin looks like he did something a little more stable. Yeah, he got stabled up early there, and he caught that tree. And
hey, at least it's in bounds.
yeah, it could have kicked in the pond OB real quick there, so he got a little love there. So, Cole's got one flipped over, coming in hot.
So close to being incredibly awesome.
Yeah, that was OB, but that was really close to being the perfect shot. So he'll have to pitch out from there. All right, Calvin's going to see if he can get one crushed down here. He's got a little distance to make up. He's got one coming in high and hot. And
oh, yeah.
man,
that's right where you want to be.
That is right where you want to be. So he's in a great position. Colin wound up there with a low ceiling and some stuff right in his face and behind him, so not an ideal spot. And he crushed one out and chose to lay up a little bit to the left over there, which is a really favorable spot, really. That's kind of a ideal location.
Yeah, to get to 19's basket for sure.
Yeah. It looks like Dustin's going for the gold here, man. Got a line, and he's going to try to crush one across from here.
Fun.
Gives it a nice shot. That looks great. And that is safe.
Nice.
Very good shot. Chris was about 20 feet in front of Dustin there, so he's got a very similar looking line you can see now. It's got a relatively open spot, but there is a tree right in the middle of that gap right there that's kind of invisitory. There you can kind of see it, so definitely have to throw it over. And Chris got that one up and just did not quite clear the pond. And just got a unfortunate wind kick down at the last second and caught the reeds and down. So Cole from his OB relief.
Oh, that was a smart pitch out.
Yeah,
there.
that was a great play. Calvin, after his ideal drive, he is wanting to get one very close after seeing Chris go out of bounds like that. He's thinking of making up these strokes right now because he doesn't have any other time to do it. He's got one going beeline at the basket, but this thing is low. No, does not make it. OB.
Ooh, this is a tough hole.
Opportunity lost there. So, yeah, this is a very, very tough hole. Colin wound up in a pretty good spot. Got a little bit of the low ceiling, but I think he's actually able to throw right under that.
Heads up.
Bang.
Oh, nice.
There you go. That's the landing strip over there, so he's going to be happy with that. Anything inbounds from that position is favorable for sure. I'm taking it. Cole wound up in a pretty much ideal position here as well. Some of that low branchy stuff's messing with him a little bit, but I think he's going to have a relatively clean shot. Oh yeah, that's what you're looking for.
That will work.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to be about 20 feet out. He likes it. He got that green flag from the spotter. All right, Calvin, after his relief, has got one too high and
Oh no.
OB.
Again.
So Chris just needs to put this one up close. And he's got one going over, turned over, and man, the air just went out from under it and slammed it into the water, and the saga continues.
Oh my goodness. Double OBs for both of them at the top,
Yeah.
huh?
Chris needs to get something in bounds here to stop the bleeding for sure. And he changed it up with the flick route. Gives you a much more open landing zone there to come back naturally in. And he spiked one in about 8 inches in bounds.
Phew.
Oh man, it was pretty exciting to watch. So Dustin's over there in 2. Well played hole for him. He's got this for an eagle.
Ooh.
Nice looking floater, so gonna have the tap in birdie. Well played. Alright, Chris got this to double bogey. I think this is for his 7. Yeah, got a little wind under it and a little outside. Colin, similar inside, just about 15 feet, 10 feet of that maybe.
Just a little right, but you got a backstop there.
Yeah, definitely got a backstop to go at it a little harder, and sort of looks like a roll away, but doesn't roll back in the pond that much, so it's a big putt right here for Calvin.
Very nice.
Perfect putt. Cole from about 20, 22 out.
Oh.
Yeah, that wind popped it down on him there and he got the basket, so. But he's got it laid down and tap in, no problem. Well played hole for Colin. Dustin's going to walk up to tap his birdie from about 12 feet out. Very nicely done. Chris going to straddle out a little bit and try to finish up this tournament on a positive note. Make a putt.
Yeah, I think that's what, like an 8.
I think he took an 8 on that one, so this is going to be
Wow,
very
that's-
interesting
yeah,
math.
I'm not even sure where we sit.
So these guys had to go over there and do some calculating and some high math figuring. And it wound up that at the end, we were actually tied.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have some more golf, people.
29-29 right there, you see it. So free golf. Cole wound up in sole position of 3rd, Colin in fourth at this position.
Yeah.
So, not sure how it all wound up. So we go to a playoff with Calvin starting out on hole 1. We'll be playing the regular course again, 307 par 3. So it's tucked up in there to the left. Calvin just past the basket, and he's probably got about a 25-foot putt with a pretty good-sized tree in between him and the basket. So put a little pressure on Chris to get one close for sure. So the bathroom and the little bush there definitely come into play early on this hole. So you can't go too much to the left and you can't go too low because you're going to be in danger of hitting that bush. Chris got one up high and outside enough to clear.
Good.
Yeah, that looks great.
Well, it came in a little early, but
He got a positive roll towards the basket, so he looks like he's about 22 or so out. And Chris is going to be up first. Not sure if he's going to go through or around the little tree V there. I'm going to say it looks like he's going to go in between. Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Nicely done.
Right in between, and just laid it right in there. So that's going to put the pressure on Calvin.
Yeah, let's see how he gets around this tree.
A little different in playoff golf when you know every single shot counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Calvin's able to straddle out and around to the left of that tree. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Hole 1 in the books. We move on to playoff hole number 2.
There goes that camera guy.
I know that dude.
Ah, 2 to 2. That's a well played hole, and now we're going to move on to hole 2, which is OB to the right, 369 feet. Just going to want to blaze one down the OB ditch and get it to hyzer back in and skip towards the basket.
Looks like exactly what his plan was.
Yeah, Calvin's got a great looking shot coming in.
That's about perfect.
Yeah, that's a really nice shot. Gonna leave him maybe 12 feet out. That'll put the pressure on Chris to throw a drive and get him in there because he's pretty positive that Calvin's going to make that putt. So, little wind check. I think it was pretty much calm at this point. We started to finally get a little relief from the weather and started to get nice. Chris got a very nice looking shot going down there.
Yeah, skip over there.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. I think they're both going to be about 17 out. And it looks like Calvin is up first. Two very nice drives.
Yeah, they made that hole look easy.
They sure did. Not sure why Calvin went. Chris appears to be about 8 feet further out than he was, but no worries.
No worries. They
Just,
both made it.
Knocked it out. Yeah, Calvin was ready. I
going.
guess. There you go. More free golf.
Pretty exciting.
Who is going to crack first? Hole 3 is coming up next. It's one of the shorter holes, but you've got that gap right off the bat to deal with. So it's only 325 feet to get there, but As you can see, there's a little wall of defenders between you and the basket, maybe not even halfway. So
Right. Uh-oh.
yeah, Calvin caught some of the edge there, and he is in trouble. So opportunity for Chris here. If he can get one close. Definitely two routes here. Chris is going to take the backhand route. There's definitely a flick route too. Ooh, Chris flirted with a little bit of stuff as well, but he got good result.
There, he's still got a putt.
Still got a putt to make. He got a little kickback on that root at the last second. Probably cost him about 8 or 10 feet, but
But he has a lot less of a putt than Calvin has right now,
Calvin,
if you will.
Calvin definitely thinking he needs to throw this one in right here, so this ought to be interesting. Calvin elected to go to a knee, get underneath this low ceiling up there, and he's got one coming at it, but got a little stable, yeah. He's got a great shot, but he pretty much needed to throw that one in. Chris, no gimme here. He's 29, 30 feet maybe. Bit of a death putt behind it, so he's thinking about putting this thing to sleep for sure. He definitely still had a little bit of wind, so it was kicking up and down. So I think Chris was just trying to give it a little chance to settle right there. And he knows this is a big putt.
Oh, very nice. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful bird, clutch putt. Well done, Mr. Chris Dickerson. Get a little quick replay of that as he shakes hands with Calvin, and that was just about the perfect putt.
Beautiful putt for the win.
Yeah, man.
Winner of the 7th annual Chain Hawk Open, Mr. Chris Dickerson.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
All right, there you have it. Another Chain Hawk Open in the books. Well, I thank everybody that had anything to do with this. You guys rock.
Yes, yes.
Also, we lost a special member of the disc golf community this year. Rest in peace, Paulie.